And I'm not into marriage because there is no benefit of getting married that you can't get before. What's the benefit of getting married? I can fuck you all the time? Well, if we live together, we can do this. Women don't withhold themselves or don't provide any additional benefit other than having potentially some legal ties to you. That getting married doesn't seem like it's rewarding for a male. For a female, it is. They get a whole ceremony, they get a ring, they get to have some social status, all that. For a guy, not necessarily. I think relationships in a whole these days are all fucked up. You know, the point of marriage previously was to have some type of covenant under God. I don't think none of these people even care about God. They just want a ring and they want to start on the gram and want to have some paperwork in case they get divorced and want to jam you up. Secondly, relationships are very different these days. I don't like, do y'all ask chicks to be our girlfriends? Or after you've been fucking her long enough and she's with you long enough, you just start saying, that's my bitch, and she starts saying, that's my nigga, and now y'all are together, and it's kind of like almost, you know, the relationships is basically based on, yo, I'm going to get jealous or I'm going to get tight if you fuck somebody else, so now you're my girl. But no one's like traditionally, like way back in society used to be, will you go on a date with me? Let me court you. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to take my hand? None of that. We just doing
marriage. Because the modern day marriage is way different from the olden days marriage. Are you in this marriage for the benefits, or are you in this marriage for posterity and enjoy old age together?
On your finger or married you, your ass the side chick. Take it how you want to take it. This motherfucker, we trying to help you out. It don't take nobody that long to know if they want to be with somebody for the rest of their life. I promise you it don't. But then the first year, you supposed to know everything about that person. Now, that's if you really like that person. If it taking you 5 to 6 years to learn that person, somebody that ain't made for somebody. Somebody don't want to get to know you. Somebody just like the benefits of what you bring to the table at that point. When I date somebody, I promise you, within that first month, I'm about to get all my tricks out the bag just to see if that person ready for me and what I got to offer. Yes, I'm about to put that person to a test because nowadays you have to. That's the only way you're going to know if people ready for a relationship. Put their ass to a test. Now, I got to see what I'm up against. I got to make sure that you're not abusive. And no, you're not doing too much, so don't feel like you're doing too much. You only securing your own heart. If we just meeting, I'm about to test and see if you got anger issues. That's going to be my first test. My second test, I'm about to see if you can handle conflicts. My third test, I'm about to see if you believe in getting even. Not saying that I'm going to do something on purpose, but I'm going to see how far would you take it. My fourth test, is you lazy? My fifth test, do you care about me? Now, I'm going to act like I got an attitude just to see if you're going to comfort me. And if not, it ain't going to work.
How many of you agreed to what he said? Why do you want to put somebody's daughter to test before you get married to them? I thought courtship is when you get to know people. And marriage is based on the people you genuinely love and I care about, and I want to see them grow. In the comment section, I want to know what you think about what he just said.
A man will leave a 5 to 10 year relationship, turn around and marry a woman he only knew for 6 months, and do with her all the things that you begged him to do. Word of advice: stop preaching to a man. He hear you. He's just not going to be the man you want and need him to be. Listen to me carefully. He's just not the one.
Ladies, stop wasting your time, Woodar Ellen. I'm on who he knows, who he wants to marry. That's why I read the book, How to Find Your Husband. You can find it on Amazon.
You with a man for 5 to 10 years with no ring. You are not his dream girl. He's still out there looking for his wife.
Facts. And the one that he won't, he gonna marry her ass within 1 to 6 months when he get with her. He's dragging your ass through the mud. You giving him everything you can for nothing. Because he can, a clean slate. He going to walk his ass away, his happy ass, with some other girl and leave you stuck and hurt. Save all of that drama and deal with it the right way. The hell he waiting on anyway? The world to end before he marry you? Get it right, ladies.
Imagine you meet someone and you feel you have a real big soul connection with them, but they are married to someone else. Now imagine God comes to you and says that person is your soulmate. And that person, God came to both of you and said you're meant to be married and you're soulmates. What do you do? Here's what's powerful. The woman in this case might say to the man, we can't enjoy this relationship because you are too scared to leave your wife. But that's not what's happening. For whatever reason, he has an energetic match with currently his wife. That's why he's in this relationship. But the creator is pulling you in a different direction. Now, we don't know if you're soulmates. We don't know if this is just something to awaken him to realize that he should be married. We don't know if it's to awaken him to leave his marriage. We don't know anything. The only thing we know is your role is to be like the light. So it's not even telling him, you need to leave. This is all because of you. You're putting me in this scenario. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We never say you got me into this. If she spends the next 60 days expanding her vessel in every way that we're going to learn today and elevating herself, not even trying to teach him to be spiritual, elevating herself, if he is the soulmate, he'll fully be able to give to her. If they're not soulmates, she will lose her desire to be with him. Mm-hmm.
Tell me in the comments section, do you totally agree with what he just said? Because I believe, sincerely speaking, what God has put together, let no man put it asunder. Tell me what you think about this in the comments section.
Girls, don't ever marry your second choice. He is not the man you still think about at 2 a.m. Don't marry him. Every girl has that one guy, the one who ruined her for everybody else. You never get over him. You just learn to live without him. He set the standard. Every kiss after him feels weaker. Every I love you sounds quieter. You also compare silently every single day, even on your wedding day. You settle for safe because Dangerous broke you once again and you swore to yourself, never again. You'll say I'm happy while staring at the ceiling at night, wondering what he's doing right now. Your physical body will be in the bed next to your husband, but your soul will still be in that old car, that old motorcycle, the old apartment, the old version of you that felt alive. You'll teach your daughters to never settle while secretly knowing you did. One day you will see his name pop up or hear his favorite song and your heart will skip a beat like you're 19 again and you hate yourself for it. If he is not the man who still owns a piece of you, don't put his ring on your finger. Because second choice love turns into first class regret. Marry the man that you cannot live without, not the one that you can live with.
Where is the love? And this is the problem that a modern marriage faces. People are settling for the less. Instead of taking your time, doing your background check, and understanding truly who you are before you say yes to that marry. You marry because of peer pressure, because you think you're getting old. At the end of the day, distance will build fire, because in that relationship, you might find it difficult to understand that person the rest of your life because he is not meant for you.
A man will absolutely date you for years and never marry you and drag you along for years. Let me explain. Girls, I am telling you, I'm reading so many of my comments and it makes me so sad because I see these girls saying that they've been with these guys for years and they wasted all these years with a guy. Girls, I'm telling you from personal experience, and I'm also telling you from the fact that I work with thousands of men, thousands of them. A guy knows when you're the girl and they know early on. But guys are different than us. See, if we don't like a guy, we're not going to have, sex with them. We're not going to, if we don't like them, we don't want to be bothered with them. Men are not the same. Men are not the same. A guy will stay with the girl that he's getting sex from. Maybe she's pretty. Maybe she's, fun to be around. Maybe, think about it. He's got someone to go out with for holidays. He has someone to be his +1. But he'll never propose. He just won't. He won't talk about a future. Guys, when you're the girl, you're going to know you're the girl. But I also want you to be careful, because you will also have some guys that will lie to you and say, I love you. I want to marry you. I promise I'm going to put my ring on your finger. And you'll be like, oh my God, he loves me. He's going to marry me. And they never do. That's not a good guy either. Listen to me, girls, please. A guy knows early on if you're the girl for him. And if you're the girl for him, you will not ever be in doubt. Trust me on this. You'll never be in doubt. Never. If you're in doubt, or if you're in a dating relationship that's gone on for years and years, it's not a good sign. I have to be honest. You're probably not the girl he's going to marry. And if he does marry you after a long period of time because you bitched at him and complained at him, and people are like, why don't you marry the girl? Why don't you marry the girl? Now he feels like a jerk for not marrying you. He will not be a good husband because you're not the girl of his dreams. In my opinion, I know it's an old-fashioned way of thinking.
Tell me, what do you think about what she just said? To me, I don't have any problem with somebody loving somebody genuinely. But my problem is when the love is not reciprocated. And that's where the problem starts. Find your own kind and love those who love you.
But I swear, I absolutely believe this is very, very true. A guy has to like the girl more than the girl likes the guy. The minute the girl starts liking the guy more than the guy likes the girl, the dynamic of the relationship changes. She starts to chase. She doesn't even realize she's doing it. No guy wants something that they want to feel like they got a prize, like they won something, like, look at what I got. This is my girl. That's what they want. They want the girl that they can show off to everybody and say, this is mine. And that's not about like beauty. That's about like, they love you. They love every part of you. And they can't imagine their life without you. Just imagine what I'm trying to say here. If you are not the girl, they're not going to propose. They will drag the relationship out. So if you're in a relationship for years and you're like, it's not going anywhere, I haven't gotten a ring and this and that, more than likely it's because you're not the girl and he's kind of holding out to see if the right girl comes along. You don't want to be the girl he settles for.
Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Thank you.
So I get a lot of women who say to me, I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Why didn't he marry me? I think that after 5 years and 10 years and 15 years, that it's too late to wonder why. The better question is, why did you want to be married and you decided to wait that long? What happens is, a lot of y'all give men everything. You give them everything. They put it in your keister. They put it in your mouth, your ear. You're having threesomes with them. You cook, you clean, you shut up. You bail them out of jail. You show them about how to build their credit. You teach them about life insurance. You teach them how to be a good dad to their parents. You give them everything that you have without one of these. And you get 5 years and 10 years and 15 years down the road and you're sitting there talking about, can I get a ring now? Why would I do extra work for the same amount of pay? I have experienced you in every way. You have given me everything that you possibly can give me. Why would I feel the need to commit? You are already you did everything wifely like without this. You done gave me babies. You done gave me your youth. You done gave me your best years. Even if you wanted to leave, I feel like, well, shit, they can have you now. I've had my way with you. I did what I wanted to do with you. So no, I'm not going to marry you. I'm going to tell you shit like it's just a piece of paper. I'm going to tell you shit like, let's not complicate this because I got you where I want you at. And this is why you save some things for marriage. Am I lying?
In my humble opinion, marriage is not meant for everybody. There are people who are desist to co-parent. There are people who marriage will favor. There are people after years of marriage, because they're not compatible, it will end. But it doesn't mean that our whole being on existence is dependent on marriage. I think at those points, we should look more into compatible partners and people who are kind and who genuinely love us for who we are.
I don't think men marry until they're ready.
100%.
And a lot of the times it has nothing to do with the woman that they choose.
Yeah.
A lot of the times they could have a great woman that caters to them and loves them, and they know that they could build something great. And it takes a certain type of man to say, okay, this woman is with me with where I am. But a lot of the times when men aren't financially stable, or they don't know what they want to be or what their purpose is, and they don't know who they are, and it could be all three or any of the three, I don't feel like a man is ready to commit to marriage because he hasn't even committed to himself.
That's true.
And so I think that we have to take a lot of the pressure off of us as women being like, well, why didn't this man choose me? Because it's easy to get married and it's easy to be in a relationship, but being with a person that is aligned, that understands that there is a yearning and a desire to know who you are and to move in integrity with that person. That's a different type of relationship, which is why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce, right? Because people don't take the time to really solidify those things first.
When people tend to rush into marriage, they've every tendency that they would definitely rush out of that marriage because they did not solidify the foundation of that marriage.
Let's redo this conversation. It's been 5 years. We got a kid. We had a kid within a year of us being together. Okay, cool. It's been 5 years now. And you still have no intentions on marrying me.
I mean, like, nah. I do. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's too soon.
It's too soon to marry. We've been together for 5 years already. And we got a kid already.
So wait.
So it wasn't too soon to have a baby?
That's natural. God put us on earth to do that. Not to get married. That ain't in the Bible.
Having a child, for him, will not automatically make the wife that he wants. Understand that, and you have peace.